Now, we know the terrible sin of Riba. This is, of all the sins of Islam, really after shirk, there's probably no sin that I think the Muslims have utter awe of in terms of the possibilities of eternal damnation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the only time that a declaration of war from Allah and His Prophet is mentioned in the Quran is in relation to the sin of usury. More fundamental is to look at a deeper problem that we have that underlies the entire system of economics that has emerged in the modern world. Because this system is very alien to pre-modern systems of economics and has led to immense suffering, human suffering, environmental degradation, the gross exploitation and abuse of people around the world. Things that people hear, there are laws that have been enacted, that were enacted as a result of an incredible amount of struggling. But I'd like to look at the problem of usury from the Abrahamic traditions before this pre-modern world. Because Jews and Christians and Muslims, the Abrahamic faith, all shared this essential idea of the prohibition of usury. And the Jewish community, which has within their text the permission of loaning, and this is condemned in the Quran, of loaning to non-Jews with usury, but they also have the idea of the jubilee, of relinquishing debts after 7 years, of giving people, the Quran calls it nadira, giving them time, ila maysara, until they can actually pay their debt. So within the Jewish system, they have means of doing that. If you look, the Jews, if you lend money to any of my people who are poor among you, you shall not be like a moneylender to him, you shall not charge interest. If you ever take your neighbor's garment as a pledge, you shall return it to him before the sun goes down. For that is his only covering, it is his garment for his skin. What will he sleep in? And will it be that he cries for me? I will hear, for I am gracious. So this is one of the fundamental texts in Exodus. The Leviticus, if one of your brethren becomes poor and falls into poverty among you, then you shall help him, like a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live. Take no usury or interest from him, but fear your God, that your brother may live with you. You shall not lend him your money for usury, nor lend him your food at a profit. Again, these are Islamic ethical principles. Deuteronomy, you shall not charge interest to your brother, interest on money or food or anything that is lent out at interest. Now, obviously, this is interpreted, brother, here to mean your brother in faith. And so there was an idea that you could lend. To the foreigner, you may charge interest, but to your brother, you shall not charge interest. This is condemned in the Quran, this idea of having a double standard. Aristotle says of all forms of wealth acquisition, the most unnatural and odious is that by means of usury. So this is something that even the philosophers acknowledge was unacceptable.